So I'm sitting here looking at my charts, waiting for something to unfold. So I said, let me turn the recording on and talk or give you guys a bit of story time. From personal experience as a trader, someone who has built a career and business around what I do full time. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with part-time trading, because there is not, for all those out there that work a full-time job. We all come from different places and different situations. But I want to talk to you about, I guess, my biggest regret or failure that I had to overcome right at the beginning of my trading career. And that was really, to be honest with you, not starting soon enough. I was passionate about trading. I didn't know 100% everything about it, the ins and outs. And like, most things in life, we have to educate and do our homework and research on, correct? Now, I knew I wanted to trade the futures because to me, I was well suited with it, well fitted with the futures, and I was introduced to it. And so I stuck with that because I knew I didn't want to trade individual stocks. I wanted to trade the whole basket. It just made sense to me as a whole. So the indices was, to me, where it was at. So I knew that from the beginning, that's something I wanted to do. So I had already got that out of the way. But I didn't know all the intricate details leading up to and things that I had to kind of piece together or puzzle together that I needed to finalize and put everything together from, just the whole perspective of wanting to start a career in trading. All right. So we all go from, working and having an income, and then, maybe get burnt out on one field or career of doing something and then want to find something else eventually down the road. Correct. And I knew that, there was, the affordability, I should say, or what trading can afford a person or individual, and that is financial freedom. And you see people out here either on Wall Street or just in the general public, and you ask yourself, how are they able to live that lifestyle? How are they able to be so free and take the vacations that they truly want to, across the world, and just travel, and still be able to make money while they sleep? And that's something that I wanted to do. And I always had that mindset that if this person can do it and that person can do it, then I could do it just as well, right? We can accomplish and do whatever we set our minds to as people, all right? That's just the nature of how we were designed, Some people are just more apt to doing or finding interest in other things in life. Maybe they become good at doing something else, whatever that may be. And I didn't know, if I was going to be a great trader or not. But I knew that I had to give myself at least a chance, correct? Now, I knew that I was going to have to, build an account or save money to put in an account, all right? And, because I wasn't going to take the money that I was making, my income from having to pay bills or salary to just start gambling in a sense, because that is gambling. You're taking your livelihood of what you need to pay your light bill with or your mortgage with, and going over and putting into your brokerage account. You're rolling dice. I don't live by that. I mean, I take risk, guys, but not that much risk. That's taking risk to another extreme, and that's something I told myself I would never do. So I built an account up, put it in savings to put into my brokerage account, okay? And I talk about that in videos. To me personally, how much money I feel like a person should have, especially in today with all the experience I've gained over the years and looking back, okay? Now, I'm not saying that I always had that 10 times the margin rule in my mind, but in looking at, what it really takes to really, for one, protect your capital, and when it comes to risk management, I just think that is a golden rule to really live by today, all right? But for me, again, my biggest regret is just not starting soon enough. I wish that I would have learned about trading the future markets, especially the indices, futures, 20 years ago, or maybe even when I got out of college. But life, we don't force things in life. It comes with time. It doesn't happen when we want it to happen sometimes. We just have to perfect, get wiser, and also, I guess, just really allow the natural course of life to unfold. A series of events or steps take place, and doors open up for us when we are patient, right? I remember, just trying to purchase a house, say for instance, and the markets were the way they were, and people were buying property left and right, and you put in an offer here and an offer there, and your offer may not have got accepted because there were 20 offers on the table, things like that. But it's just when you sit back and wait patiently for things to unfold is when, that opportunity or what you should have or what you should do unfolds in front of you. So don't try to force things in life, guys. Allow them to happen naturally is what I'm trying to really say. And it's the same thing when it comes to trading in a sense, or the other career or hobby that you may be seeking or love to do. Allow for it to happen naturally. That's when the best outcomes in life really come about, I feel. Okay. But like I said, my biggest regret was just not starting soon enough. I wish I would have known about, this, what I love to do so much, especially when I was coming out of college or even when I was in college. It'd have been nice to really, not really having to work, through school or through college, but being able to sit back from my dorm and put on a trade, before I go to class in the morning time and be able to make some money, and then you have your roommates looking at you like, how are you able to do that? Like, how are you able to, make money like that? We hear success stories like that all the time. We hear some of the brilliant minds that, came from college or started a business while they were in school, and now they're multi-millionaires and billionaires today, I'm not saying it's all about getting rich or wealthy or anything like that, but with trading, we do want to build wealth, okay, and pass it forward, okay? Wealth can come in many different forms, by money or through wisdom, or whatever the case is. So we all should feel rich in some, in some regards, in some way, all right? So to me, wealth is not just all about money; it's about wisdom as well, because wisdom, here in life, is what can carry a person forward. And carry them throughout, all of life, regardless if they, regardless of the money that they have. Okay, is what I'm trying to say, But what I'm trying to say is that, I just wish that someone would have shown me this, or I would have bumped up against it many years when I was younger, So what I'm really trying to tell individuals out there who are watching this video, especially those that are beginner traders or maybe young-minded as well, not really speaking of any age, but, whatever it is that you want to do, and if it's trading, put your best foot forward, okay? All right? Manage your risk. Start today, okay? All right? If you are hungry for it, don't wait another year. Don't wait another month, And I know that we have to wait as far as building up our money or an account or capital in it to be able to put into a brokerage account to start trading. But that doesn't mean that you can't start today. There are platforms out there that you can demo. When I first started with NinjaTrader, I was demoing, Yeah, you got to pay those little fees, whatever the case is, monthly, but it gives you the practice and to develop a skill set that's going to allow you or carry you through life. Well, if you become great at doing it, it will carry you through. Trust me, because I do it each and every day from the luxury of my own home or from the luxury of a hotel. Wherever I'm at, I could wake up and make a little money and, go about my day. Most people work 8, 10, 12-hour days, The beauty of doing this is 2 hours a day or an hour a day or 5 minutes, I can't count the number of time I put on a trade and taking that trade, and within 5 minutes, I'm up and make more than most people would make in a whole week. I make that in within 5 minutes in one day within that week. It could be a Tuesday. I wake up, nice setup, okay? 5 minutes I'm into that trade, I'm at that trade, and I made someone's salary for the whole week. That's the beauty about trading, and that's why I wish I would have learned it 20 years ago, So if you're someone that's young watching this right now, it is possible. All things in life are possible, if you really put your heart into it, all right? There's no shortcuts. Put in the work, and you will get there. Trust me. So follow your heart. Don't let anyone hold you back from whatever it is in life that you want to do. If you're gung-ho about trading, then just have a systematic or strategic way about going about getting into trading, all right? This is not a business to where you just think because you have the money that you can start doing it overnight. Protect your capital first and foremost, okay? Put the money to a side. Learn how to trade correctly. Find a system that works 100% for you, okay? All right, and stick with it. Do not be one of those individuals that's dabbling here, dabbling there, dabbling here, trying to learn so many different strategies and say, "Oh, I'm going to master 5 different strategies, or try to master 5 different strategies, or take all these courses out here that's going to allow me to, you know, pick up or learn 5 strategies and think that you're going to be able to use them or execute them on a daily. No, just focus on one thing at a time. I'm not saying that you can't perfect a second strategy or even a third, but just use one. If I can give you the biggest tip, learn and give 1,000% of your interest, your heart into that strategy and make it work. Okay, all right. Try your best to make it work. If you can take something that someone else has and make it your own by tweaking it a little bit. Okay, so if you find something that works, stick with it. Allow it to make you money and build an account up from there. All right. So don't let anyone deter you or steer you away from saying, "Oh, trading is you're not gonna make any money trading." Okay, or try to bash you because you want to be a trader and a friend or a family member thinks that it may be a fly-by-night type idea or business idea, whatever the case is, because they don't see it. They can't see it. A lot of people can't see what you may have interest in. So don't let other people's negative thoughts, steer you away from what you really want to do. But that's all I want to share with you guys. If you're interested in joining the Discord, this is our Discord community. I posted a video here earlier today, but most of the action occurs right here on the trading floor. This is where we, as traders, come together and share our entries or trades. I just posted a trade that I took here, guys, on the ES. That's why I had stopped the recording, because I took a short entry on the ES and picked up a few points there on the Emini S&P 500. Okay, so, but this is, if you're an index or indices trader, come over and join us. It doesn't really matter if you trade the NASDAQ or the Dow, or even the Emini S&P 500, which is me. That's my bread and butter, or trading market that I love to trade. I have been dabbling in the NASDAQ lately, but you don't just strictly have to trade the future indices, guys. It could be some means of commodities, or there's meats, there's grains, there's currency. So it doesn't really matter. As long as you trade, the future markets, then come over and join us. All right. Now, not most of us here do trade the indices, so I will say that and disclose that. So if you're, in a S&P 500 trader that trades the futures, trade the NASDAQ, the Dow, the Russell, whatever, join us. Come over. Click on the trading floor once you get to the channel. The link to the Discord is down in the description portion of the video, so you can click on that and find it there. All right, so invite yourself in and come over to the trading floor. There's also a channel called or titled the General Chat, where you can come over and ask questions. If you're a newbie that's learning, someone that's interested in trying to understand and learn futures, you can ask questions. We have a community filled with members that are at your disposal, in the sense that would love to engage and answer those questions for you. If it's not me, there are other people here that trade just as well. Okay. But outside of that, I appreciate everyone tuning in. If you find value in this video, please drop a like. Please drop me a like on this video. As well, if you're not a subscriber, I do not know what you're waiting on. Click on the subscribe button down below. Make sure to turn on all your post notifications so you never miss one of the uploads here on this channel. Okay? I'll see everyone in the next video. Take care.